You know senior Brennan Schmidt as a 4-year starter on the defensive line, a 2-year captain, and an overachieving player whose motor is constantly running. We wanted to find out what keeps Brennan's motor going so fast. So we paid a visit to his family's farm in southeastern Maryland. My teammate Schmitty is your student athlete of the week.
Hi, my name is Brennan Schmidt. I'm number 96. Play for the Virginia Cavaliers. Left defensive end.
Hit, grab, sack. Brennan Schmidt will get the sack. He will.
We're here in southern Maryland in Park Hall at my house. It's a 200-acre farm, and this is it. The house was built in 1654. I'm not sure the entire history of the house, but I think in the 20s, around Prohibition, the owner of the house, this guy bought it who I think was a bootlegger, and who had just come into a lot of money, and he bought it and made it basically into, you know, if you can think of the Great Gatsby house, and just had his own barns, and made the house real nice. And I think in 1979 his kids sold us this section of the farm, and by the time we got it, I think this house was pretty run down, and we've fixed it up ever since. Well, this is the upstairs, and this is my sister Laura's room. Another history about the house is that back in the day, they had these hinges called heaven and hell hinges, and what they believed was, you know, when someone died in a room, they'd carry them down on the door, and they believed that that's where they decided to go to heaven or hell, was on the door. Having a place that was a part of history and is so old is definitely a lot of fun. It's just a place that's been here for so long, and you know, we've only been here for 35 years, but so much has gone on here before that, and it's a really nice place to have and to enjoy and to take care of.
It's very important. Anybody who comes to our home is welcome, and we treat them all as the best guest we've ever had, and this is the Lord's house, and we happen to be using it.
There's a good picture of me and my brother JD. We're very close. He just got married last weekend. He's definitely my best friend. Each girl in the family gets her own room, and then they just kind of throw all the boys in this room. This is what we call the bunk room. This is where all the boys sleep. Each girl gets a nice little room, we get this, but we love it. Favorite position when I was a kid was playing center. I gladly played it. No one else really wanted to play it, but I figured I got to touch the ball every play.
Brennan is the youngest of 6 sons, and I'm proud of every one of them. I think Brennan in particular is one of those unique personalities that you've got to love him, and his energy level has always been something I've so appreciated. I tell people his motor's stuck on 7,000 RPMs, and I think that's what I appreciate so much about him, that he never gives up, that he really feels the intensity to go always as if it's the last play he's ever going to play. I can tell you that even back in Pee Wee football, Brennan was taking Ritalin for attention deficit. We were riding to one of his games, and one of my close friends, who was a former Green Bay Packer, Jerry Kramer, was with me, and Brennan taps me on the shoulder and says, "Dad, don't give me my Ritalin today." And I said, "What's the problem?" He said, "I want to really be crazy out there today."
Another cool part of the house is that this is actually original from 1654 when the house was built. And this was actually the outside of the house. Brother JD and I actually had in high school a commercial crabbing business that we started. I think we had like 350 traps, commercial license, our own boat. Went out into the Chesapeake and we were watermen for about 2 summers. This is Bear, and there's another one that is named Brutus, and we breed them They're Burmese mountain dogs, and this is actually their first litter of 9 puppies, and we're selling them and may keep a few. A lot of those things that I've done around here, you know, maintaining this farm with my brothers, and you know, it takes hard work, and it's not fun all the time, and it's kind of made me learn to love to work. I think so. Just growing up here and like, you know, been like, oh, Dad, you want me to do this, do that, but really it's made me learn to love it, and to love labor, and not just homework and stuff like that, but you know, hard labor where you're sweating out in the sun. It's enjoyable. Thank you for joining me on a tour of our family's farm. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Thank you for coming.